It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Brandon Baker, photographer extraordinaire. Brandon, welcome to the show.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for joining us. So you're a photographer.
I am.
Been working with iPhones, right? I hear they got
Not professionally. Not professionally.
All right. Tell me a little bit about Brandon Baker, photographer.
Yeah. So what we do is my three main things are weddings, portraits, and commercial. Last time I was on the show, we talked a lot about my wedding portion of my business, and today I'd just like to talk a little bit more about the portrait and commercial work that I've been doing.
Okay. Well, I was looking at some of the pictures, and Robert can put them up there. Obviously, you're doing stuff for some of the automotive dealers and stuff. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So this picture that we're looking at here was a recent one that I did for a local company that makes parts for pickup trucks, and we went up near Pine Flat Lake and did a photo shoot with several of their vehicles.
Cool.
And other commercial applications that I've worked for is for the restaurant industry, for photographing food. I've photographed.
Wait a second. You
yeah.
food photographers, I got some issues with you. I see this beautiful stuff, and I go into McDonald's and eat. No, so yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of begs the question. I'm a business owner. I'm thinking about doing some advertising, whether it's like flyers or maybe something on Facebook or something. And I come to you. You're the idea guy, right? I can come to you and say I do this, and you can come back to me and say let's do this, right?
Yeah, a lot of times business owners, when they contact me, sometimes they'll have an idea. Sometimes they'll have very specific things they want to do.
Right.
We'll work together and to bring that idea to fruition. Sometimes they just have a general direction of where they want to go. And no matter what stage they're in, we can work together and create the images that they need to for their social media, for their website, for their print advertising campaigns.
So you cover all the various ad avenues.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you.
Yeah.
Well, first off, how long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing this is my third year in business.
Okay, so you got a little time under your belt.
Yeah.
In the time that you've been in business, what's been the most memorable photo shoot that you've done?
Wow, that's a tough question. I really love, and this is a big part of my business, I really love high school senior photography.
Cool.
That is it's becoming very popular right now. The thing I love about shooting high school seniors is I happen to have a high school senior myself. I have a daughter graduating high school this year.
There you go, Dad.
So I have kind of a place on my heart for that genre. But it's great to work with these kids and to see, these at this time in their life, their accomplishments, the things they've done, where they're going in the future, and to be able to capture that. My thing is when I photograph a senior or a wedding, I want it to look like them. I don't want it to look like somebody who they're not. So I want to capture who they are, and that's great to be able to do that with these high school seniors.
Well, that's very cool, Brandon.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
So it's a funny story. About 4 or 5 years ago, my wife, our kids were in sports at that time, and she says, "Hey, I want to buy a better camera, something better than my iPhone, to be able to photograph our kids in their sporting events." And she tells me, I want you to go out and buy it and then teach me how to use it.
Right.
So I said, okay, I could probably do that. Well, as you can imagine, in the process of learning how to use this camera, and I'm a gadget guy, so I like buttons and knobs and flashy lights, I fell in love with photography.
Cool.
And developed a real interest in it. And, pretty soon people start asking me, hey, can you photograph a small backyard wedding? Can you photograph my daughter's high school pictures?
Right.
And so just little by little started working my way into it, and I thought, I could probably make a pretty good little business out of this. And so that's exactly what I did.
Now, do you have a storefront?
I'm almost. I'm
so
getting
you're not
close.
quite there yet.
Not quite there
That's
yet.
okay. It's coming. Then.
Yep.
But we do have online. How do we get to that?
People can find me on the website. That's www.bakerphoto559.com, or they can Google my name, Brandon Baker Photography.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right, besides the storefront, where do you see Brandon Baker Photography going? What's in the future for you?
Yeah, so I think just more of what I'm doing now, maybe just on a larger scale. I'm really, when I started out, I was photographing a lot of different things, portraits, landscapes, animals, things like that, just trying to find the direction of where I wanted to go. And I'm pretty much dialed into the weddings, portraits, and commercials. So I think I want to continue specializing in that.
So, Brandon, that's the business part of it. When Brandon's doing photography for Brandon, what does he like to do?
Oh gosh, I love photographing cars.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do. So if you've got a hot rod out there, a classic car, give me a call. We'll work together.
Near and dear to my heart,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah.
good. Oh, that's cool. You ever do like some of the local car shows and stuff? Or?
Yeah, so I go around to some of the local shows and take some pictures, and you try to meet people, and sometimes there's a guy who wants some nice pictures of his car, so we'll work together and
What's
get
your
that for
favorite
him.
car?
The favorite one I've shot so far has been a 1940 Chevy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
So from cars to weddings to high schools to doing pro advertising layouts and stuff.
Yep.
You got it covered, right?
Yep. Well, we're getting there. We're trying.
Excellent. That's very good.
Yeah, the whole thing is in this business or any business is constant improvement, right?
Right.
Nobody ever starts at the top, so you just little by little keep trying to improve with every shoot.
Yeah, well, it looks like you started pretty high up, and you're just going to raise the ceiling a bit.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hope to.
Thanks for being on the show,
All
Brandon.
right. Thanks, Steve.
Once again, how do we get a hold of you?
BakerPhoto559.com or Google Brandon Baker Photography.
That's it for your photo needs. All right, we'll see you when we come back.